We are back. Thank you to waiting. I know you are very impatient to discover what the JHipster Control Center is. So let's just take a last drink and go for it. So cool. Let's switch to coding view. Oh, it's funny. I wrote on the bad things in the to-do list. So yes, let's close that. Close that. I want, you can starting by check the project. So JHipster Control Center is an application that is available under the JHipster organization. And this application has been generated by JHipster with a Vue front end, and we have some yes, the read node can help us. JHipster Control Center is supposed to be used to check and to drive all your JHipster application in your environment. And by using this, you can decide to connect it to Eureka console for a static IP address, or use in Kubernetes. And you have some API here, and just okay, you can run locally. So let's try to do it. Yes, Kubernetes is not fully supported for the moment, yes, but I'm sure it will be in the future. So if you want to contribute of this, feel free. Yes, I'm linking the project. So we can run locally the application, but oh, we have Eureka and console existing directly in the project. We can choose the authentication profile, so JWT or Auth2. This is really cool because you can imagine you have maybe 10 monolith or a mixing of monolith and microservices in your environment, and all these applications are using Auth2 authentication, and you decide to use the JHipster Control Center, and you just have to turn the Auth2 on and configure it to match with your current configuration, and you will be logged on both JHipster Control Center and application at the same time. So it's very cool because you can switch to your application to your control center very easily. It's smoothly integrate. And run the clone project, okay, etc, etc, and you can run from Docker, so you can pull and we can use like that. So I think we can start by checking but we have the JHipster Control Center image automatically provided in your v7 JHipster application. This means if you want to use at least JHipster, at least in development, the JCC in your application, you just need to run this file, this Docker Compose file, just like you have to used to do with, for example, your Postgre or your Sonar. It's really simple. Of course, it will take the last final JHipster version. And for example, it's okay. So let's check about that. What happened here? Okay, command environment. So we have something. Yes, so because we are using the JWT by default, here we need to put our secret key before starting the so let's check that. I think we have secret key is in the is in the URC. Yes, just copy that and put that here. Admin password is admin, so yes, no need to change that. Spring Code Directory client, sample clients, so it will use that. So I think, is it the static by default? I think it's static. Yes, it's static by default. So if you run that, your JHipster control center will try to discover your application on this URL, well, at localhost 8080. And of course you can, this is default providing option for development purpose, but you need to check the here, let's move that here. You need to check the options if you want to use it in production. So if you want to use Eureka or console, that would mostly make sense if you are in production mode. Most often case than statics one. But I think this should work. So let's do a try. And okay, I'm still in my application. So let's do some docker compose dash f src main docker, and we say that it's JHipster control center up. I think it will try to download it because yes, it pull, because I don't have the last version, so we are pulling the last version of the JHipster control center image. If we didn't do mistakes, it should run. Can I have something? Because it's, oh yes, just like this, and we can see we have view. No, I didn't test it. It's real life. Everything is real here. This is not, JHipster is basically not bullshit. You already know that. So everything is live. Yes, so the application has start, and now we can try to reach. This is exactly what you used to see with JHipster application. So this is not something really new for you if you use JHipster in the past. So let's try to reach that. We are in the control center. So because we are in GWT, oh yes. But everybody knows that now. I can't of course I can't read that because this is a secret, but Pierre tells us that 77419 mean JHip. Why JHip 7419? Yes, because I think numbers are matching with the letters, isn't it? We need to know. We need to do the truth. Okay, so I'm looking in the application. So as you can see, we have a bit of work to make it really sexy. But well, it's quite cool anyway. So I can see all my instances, running instances here. So, and the funny things that I have the v7 service, that is basically the application we generate before. If you remember well, I named it v7 because I don't have a lot of idea. So first thing, so it was in my mind, was the v7. And we can check the details. So yes, because we are running the control center directly in Docker Compose, so through Docker we need, and I think it's maybe for probably because I'm on Mac, I'm not sure. We need to add this host docker internal. Yes, but it should work on Linux too. And if I click on it, I should be able to reach my application. So we have, okay, everything in details. We can also kill the application. So I will not do it right now because we need to check everything else before. But probably we will do that in the future. So we can decide to refresh automatically by 5 seconds, tenths, or every possibilities we have, or just disable and click. Ooh, I'm sorry. Or click here to refresh the list manually. We have the metrics. So I think all people know exactly what the metrics are. And if let's do something funny. If I'm going to the metrics here, not sure the kill will work as you need to activate some migratory endpoint in your app. This is not configured by default. Oh, okay. So probably we need to do something. Yes, we will try. So maybe we need to do something more on your application. So if you can see that we have the same element here. So this is not exactly the same value. So the CPU usage, it's here. Oh no, I'm not on the right application, my bad. Yes, we need to select the right one. Enable to reach your instance. So enable to reach the instance at gateway. What is supposed to be? Is supposed to be to use gateway? Maybe this is a bug? Not? We don't have see it. So anyway, the idea behind that is we can have the JHipster control center metrics, and we can choose it's not to be available, but yes, we have that. But is gateway is the correct path because we have v7. Maybe there is some problem with my environment. Do I need something? Probably I need to do something about the host internal docker, something like that. I remember that we had some problem with that because yes, gateway is the path of the proxy. Yes, basically it will call these things, and I'm pretty sure that yes, I mean, if I do that here, I will be able to have the element, but because I'm not authorized. So what metrics? You can show the control center YAML file. Yes, but I don't have the YAML file yet. I need to go directly in the project, I think. So, well, we will have the same problem. So maybe I did something that is not good here. Docker compose. Yes, let's go to the Docker compose. This should be works. It should works. Of course, yes. Don't know if I'm writing something like localhost, but I'm not sure it could work. Maybe we can try. Where I didn't change the secrets. The secrets it's coming from. Oh yes, I get it. It's true. Yes, so we need to take the secret from directly from the resource files instead of the URC file. This is something like that. And yes, I remember. Do you remember? This is important. Oh, September. Like it's December. Yes, so we need to get this one, but it's basically the same. So I need to? It's supposed to be must be encoded, and at least you can type open SSL and command line to generate a bit white one. So do I have something dev or prod? Yes, we have dev or prod, but I need to go to a website to encode. Yes. No. Decode. No, I don't want to decode. I want to encode. Oh, yes. Let's get a try. And restart. Come on. Yes. So not. It's not be able to get the application. Oh yes, I'm not logging. My bad. Let's get the matrix. Matrix. Up. I think this is already encoded. There is missing. So I should keep the old one. Yes, I mean the first one. And just add equal at the end. Because I think we don't have the equal here. Oh, yes. Because when I click like this, just copy and paste. Well, I mean, copy and then go to the JHipster Control Center YAML file and paste, and it didn't copy the equal symbol here. So it's already in this base 64 encoded. So I just missed this, and I think in the URC it was the same. Yes. So thank you, Nassim, and I will add you some points. Add the points at 10 point for you. So let's go. Yes, it's not semicolon, it's equals. But it's more related to IntelliJ, of course. When I click on the string, I want to do whole string, not with the equals, not without. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It works. I've got the matrix, but could I refresh? No, I can't. Because I put the equals here. Yes. What happened? I blame Mike OS, so maybe. Oh, I have breakpoints here, so I did the tricks in the past. Well, what about so? 500 internal error. Yes. Yes. Let me check something. We need to find. Yes. Do you know where? Maybe I need to change my host file. Is etc host? Yes. No? No, because I have host docker internal here defined. So it's supposed to use the localhost IP address. It's strange. Ah, yes, I can try. And yes, let's do the same for Keycloak. I don't think we need to. This is Kubernetes, so it's not related. So we can just. Oh, shit! I need to do fcdu. Yes. Let me quit. Yes, because I need. Of course, it makes sense. So please don't check my password. Sudo for the win. Let's get it. So remove that. Yes, then save and quit. Gen board and rerun. Ooh. This is probably my fault. No. Oh no. Maybe we need to sign in again to be sure. We have the instance. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it doesn't work. But maybe we can test with another solution, that static one, and try with Eureka. It should use, isn't it? It should work. So, for example, just what about Eureka? So, do we have some? We have some application Eureka here. So I suppose to change static by Eureka and oh yes, we have the documentation here. So I need to remove this in favor of that. So I use Eureka client service default zone admin. Yes, maybe it will not work also because it also use the host docker internal, but let's do a try. And Eureka, but yes, but my application is not using Eureka. Oh, shit. It's not funny. It's not cool. Yes, yes, exactly. Because maybe it will not work anyway because I'm using the host Docker internal. So maybe we can, yes, just create a new microservices. At least to check. Let's get to try anyway. Take MS7 and JHipster. We say that we want microservice application MS7. No. Yes. We want to use the JHipster registry. Yes, Eureka. So it's quite simple. It will be simpler. I just want to kit that, and now let's get it open. And we want GWT and yes, Postgres and Hazelcast and Maven. I think we can have anything. It's also the way to to check microservices with JHipster v7. We just checked the TMP, the monolith one. So yes, this window. Say bye bye to the monolith and hello to the microservice. So it's supposed to be okay right now. We have source main, Docker, and we have the JHipster control center. And normally we can see that the Docker compose file have changed because we have no Eureka and not static. So we can see this is Eureka. This is default. It's not default, but because we have microservices and we choose Eureka as the discovery server, we automatically have the right settings for the JHipster control center. And let's not in the package. Your RC is okay. We just need to be sure to copy that. Equal. Yes, this one. This. So let's do something Docker compose. Or main Docker. It's no, I don't have Eureka. I need to start because I don't have central server config. This is it. Not that. We need to run directly JHipster registry. Oh yes. Central config localhost. So maybe I can put yes. Oh no, I have it. Oh, my bad. Yes, so I just have to JHipster registry here up. So I'm starting the JHipster registry is basically on an Eureka server, so we can use like that, even if in your case you will directly use your own Eureka server, I guess. Go into, so let's close that. then go in TMP, and we say is ms7, then docker compose f/c main docker, and it's JHipster control center up, and we need to start your application also. So let's try to start directly in IntelliJ. So this works, I suppose. Yes, 0 instance, of course, because your microservices is not working for the moment. But I think it's reached. No, we have a problem. Do we have something wrong here? Enable to refresh this cache. Okay, so let's get a look of this directly. What? So I have no instance available. Once the secret authentication is copied, yes, but probably is coming from macOS maybe. The last time I have tested that was on the last version of macOS, and now we've moved to Big Sur. So maybe this is the reason, I don't know. But this is exactly what we did, Pascal, and it didn't work. So maybe there is some issue here. So here we... Yes, so the service has been registered by, I think by the JHipster registry. So this is just from the JHipster control center, but let's try to do the same vi etc sudo vi etc host, and maybe we need to, and this is where it's supposed to run, so close that. Maybe we need to expose the Eureka server. Normally, let's get a look to the control center, but I think we already have that. So it's supposed to work out of the box, I think. So, do I have still problems? It's not quite easy to read like that, so maybe I need to zoom a bit. Discovery control center. No. Getting all instance registry from the Eureka server. So oh yes, I have an error here. So it seems it's not be able to reach host Docker internal. So maybe this is a bug. I mean from Docker, and let's get try. New features in Docker Desktop for Mac. Docker run. Recommended to connect special DNS name host docker internal. Try to delete. You mean that? So probably I need to add host docker internal directly instead of that, because I don't see anywhere we have. Oh, the registry, of course, but this is the same. For example, just like that, and maybe we can have the same here. Let the registry start before starting the other one. And then it's funny because yes, the registry can reach the instance of our microservice, but it seems that it doesn't work for let's. Oh yes, it seems to work right now. And what about that? Yes, you are a genius, Pascal. So we just needed to remove the localhost IP address. A bit strange. So we have more information that we did in the static. So maybe for static issue, it was the same issue for static probably. And what happened here? It works. The tip is in comments. What? Don't forget to remove the preceding from the pointer to expose them. If you choose consider Orica mod, yes. No, I'm not on the right. But you know, I'm a basic user and I don't, you know, everything is green. I don't read it because it's green. Okay, it's green, so maybe it's not important. So please read the green letters. Read that. So exactly, please don't do the same. Don't try it at home or school. Okay, so it works. It's funny. So we can with Orica we can reach. So I have my I can have, for example, metrics from the control center, and also I can have metrics from the microservice MS7. Let's check. Oh, I can check the cache for. No, I have nothing. So I'm not sure. Management caches. So I think there is some trouble with caches. Yes, was unable to refresh the cache. There is something wrong maybe with the cache. Oh, not authorized, not authenticated. Let's check for health. No, it works. Yes. And what about configuration? So we have, so basically it is the same than we can have on a monolith application. You can say in the JHipster control center, this is quite the same. So you can have the properties with your Spring configuration, the health caches, even if I don't know why it's don't work for the moment, but well, we need to check that, and we have metrics, etc. And also the very funny log. We can change log just like we used to do in application, in monolith application. And log files is, I think it's something that's really cool, but you need to enable that because it's not enabled by default. And this is not supposed to work out of the box, I think, because it can expose your log in a login or in a file. So maybe it's not a good idea to have it by default. But just check the microservices app. Yes, these properties are set login file path or login file name. So just need to check that. Let's get a look. So I think it's will be in yes, resources, config, maybe in YAML directly. And to test caches, you need to add caches actuator endpoint. Oh yes, okay, so let's get a try with that also. So we have in actuator, where is actuator? No, it's not in dev, I think. Not application YAML. Yes, we are in application YAML. Yes, this is include. Oh, damn. Should we add by default? Maybe, but it exposes. I think maybe this, it could be a problem or not. It exposes every data that we have in the caches, so well, we need to think about that, if it can be an issue or not. Yes, so I've added the caches here, so we can try to test the caches just after that. And the thing that I wanted to check is that, so I think we have not. I think we have something that is really not. It's not okay. I think we have something that we can just enable by default. So it's under login. So if we have something about login? Just log back. No, so we can add it everywhere you want. Yes, let's get a try here. Also, we have directly, so we can check the documentation from Spring. This is probably the best thing we need to endpoints, not login file path. Yes, connect of login file name, login file path, support to be user on HTTP. Okay, I'm not sure. Should we have to use both? No, we can have name or path. So I think this is. So for example, if I use login file name log, just something like log, and I will be able to restart, and I will have all the file. Not. Oh, I think I killed the. No, it's the good one. Okay. And probably I will have a log file that will be created directly. I think something like that. Not. Logging file should use the YAML syntax. Oh yes. Something like that. Maybe we should change that also to be more, yes, YAML logging path target directly. But is it? Yes, I have log that. This is what about the syntax. So maybe we should change. So it will log all the things that we have directly in the file. Oh no, it was working. It was working. I can see that anything is here. I just have some delay, I think. So I'm not sure. Let's get a try if it should work. Yes, both work. So we don't need to follow the YAML syntax, for example. Let's try. Here we are. Oh, I love this feature. It's just awesome. So no, it's the JHipster control center. What the? Oh yes, maybe the instance is not, because I restart the instance. Maybe the Erika server don't have the instance, so it can be visible. Maybe we need to already restart. Okay. Yes, we need to refresh. So this is, it makes sense. And no, refresh that. No, it was a log file, and I can check and I can have all my logs on the control center. So it's just awesome. Imagine you have maybe 10 different applications with monolith, with microservice, with maybe gateways too. All have been generated by JHipster, and you just want to track the activities of this application in one point and one entry point, and you can do it with the control center indeed. So it's really cool. So like that, I have everything. So maybe I have a bit of delay between the real, but it makes sense, and everything can be reached through this application. Also, I can have that, and I can have that directly too. So I can also try my application through this Swagger UI. It's awesome. It's really cool. Let's try to kill it. Yes. Oh no, we are not allowed. We are not allowed. So we can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, did the cache works? Good question. I didn't check that. Yes, but should I have something in the cache? I think the cache works because the component is well displayed, but the problem that we have nothing in the cache. I'm not sure we have something. That we can track. So the cache is empty. Yes, there's no entities, of course. Well, but we have users, so we should. Yes, maybe we should have something in the cache. It's a bit strange. I thought we had something in metrics. No, we have nothing here but caching. Maybe I have something by default, even if, yes, I have no entities, you're right, Fenge, but because I have users and users are managed by the cache, I should have something. Well, at least the application respond with no error about the cache, but the cache is empty, so maybe it's intended or maybe not, I'm not sure. And this is something that we need to check too. Did you create a gateway or microservice? No, I just have microservice, so there is no user. Oh, no, but we use GWT, so I suppose we have a user, not? Or maybe it's not belong, it's only belong to the gateway. Not sure. Probably this is that. It is cache information in admin view from the app. Is there caches information in admin view? Well, but we can't check because this is a microservice, so we don't have admin UI available for this application. But maybe we need to have something more